But then when we go a little bit, deeper, and we want to select, we want to make the choice and saying, okay, why did I start playing this instrument? Is it because of the passion of the instrument itself? And so I want to just dedicate most of my time and most of my life to the instrument and become, master all the techniques, master all my knowledge about the instrument, become very good at playing drums, just drums, and be a drummer for someone else. So that's going to lead towards becoming a session musician. Okay, so someone that is very good at executing and performing, and whatever is given to him, he will have that kind of sound. And then of course you will do auditions, and that's not only based on your skills, but it's only based on what's the audition requiring as far as interpretation and all that stuff. But you will have a good path, and you will have a project in your mind, and you will know that you will need all the techniques, because you will need to be prepared in a certain way to play your instrument. So you will spend more time doing that. You will need to know how to play many different kind of music, because you will eventually end up playing in different situations and stuff like that. So you know how to spend most of your time, and how much time you should dedicate to certain topics compared to others. And so once you know this, outside of your practice routine, you will also know how to promote yourself, how to move in the industry. So if you want to showcase your skills, you will eventually find a way to promote yourself, which can be either do a solo project where you write the drums and you call other people and write music based on your drums, because that's the main focus, the main target, the main focus of what you're doing. Or make videos where you showcase whatever you're able to do, so that people get to know your skills and get to know you and all that stuff. And so this clarifies a lot whatever you're going to do, which path you're following, and what you should do to become a certain person, have a certain role in the music industry. Instead, on the other side, there's who wants to become an artist, or who feels like, okay, I started playing drums because I loved music, because I wanted to be part of a band, and I wanted to express myself, and this is just an instrument that I'm using to express myself and to write music and do all that stuff. And so you may want to dedicate a decent amount of time practicing and being able to play whatever you what you want to learn. So if you want to be a rock drummer, you have to learn a lot about rock drumming, and you have to have enough skills to play a good rock groove and feels and all that stuff. If you want to become a metal drummer, same thing for all the metal things, and so on. But then you will spend a lot of time creating also, and so it will be time spent not only on your instrument, but also in, maybe at that point, a good thing would be to learn to play a melodic instrument. So something where you can write melodies, like a piano, a bass, or guitar, whatever allows you to create melodies. And then so to have a more complete idea of what you're doing with the music and with the opera that you're creating. And so the hard part and the main difference in choosing these two paths is exactly how much time you should spend on one thing or the other. Because if you want to become a session drummer, and you spend a lot of time, writing new music, playing with a lot of bands and all that stuff. I mean, playing with bands and all that stuff, it's good to practice and to get used to playing with people. But I mean, if you spend a lot of time playing with your band and you want to become a session, then and rehearsing and writing music and all that stuff, that's not gonna take you where you want to, because you're going to spend a lot of time on writing stuff and doing all that stuff rather than mastering your skills on the instrument. And same thing when you want to become an artist. If you're writing a drum part, or if you're writing music, and you always try to put the best that for yourself, to showcase your skills, to do the hardest things on drums, that's not gonna take you anywhere, because that's not what an artist is meant to do. It's not, music is not meant to showcase our skills, but it's meant to transmit energy. Okay, so when you're a session drummer or a musician, an executor of music, a performer of music, so someone who learns the parts and perform them, you have to have those skills. Instead, if you're an artist, you need the right skills to play, of course, your kind of music and your genre, but you will have to write parts and create stuff based on, in service of the music. Okay, so forget about your skills, forget about yourself and your ego and whatever you want to showcase, because nobody cares about that at the end of the day. If you want, if you're creating art, and so write drum parts and all the music based on the energy, on what you want to express with what you're doing. Okay, so this is very important, because also when you will start, doing a promotion of yourself, if you put your ego and all your stuff in an artistic situation, then you will fail, because it won't transmit anything. It will just be like showcasing how good you are and trying to reach out to people that are not interested in that, because eventually, your band is not only going to be listened and supported by other musicians who understand your skills and what you're doing, but a lot of people won't understand, and they won't care, because it's just like that, and it's right that it is like that. Instead, if you want to showcase your skills to become then a session drummer or a session musician, then you can do that. You can showcase your skills and then promote yourself, reaching out to the music industry, showcasing to other musicians, like, hey, this is what I can do, these are my skills. And eventually, if you're good enough, then that kind of audience will love it, and eventually someone will call you and be like, hey, I saw your skills, I saw your videos, I love what you do, I need a drummer for this project, please come and be part of my project. Boom, success.